welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, What's His Face, and today I wanted to talk to you about something called belief. Now that we're going to talk about the types of beliefs that we have in ourselves, how we form these beliefs, and how these beliefs can go on to affect the world around us and the way we experience our reality. Now I thought this would be a good place to start because on this channel I plan on covering a wide variety of subjects, and before I ask anybody to believe in something that I have to say, I figured we could take a better look at beliefs themselves and how they can help us to understand ourselves better and our behavior. Okay, now as I mentioned before, there are three things that I would like to talk about in this video pertaining to belief. What kind of beliefs that we have about ourselves, how we form those beliefs, and how those beliefs can go on to affect the way that we interpret our reality and experience the world around us. Okay, now the first thing that I would like to talk about and cover in this video is the fundamentals. How we form these beliefs and what we use these beliefs for. Let's take a look. Our beliefs are a complex network of associations, built block on top of block, connection by connection, by our brains. Our brains are habit-creating machines, forming habitual behaviors in order for it to be efficient and cost-effective. Our brains are subconsciously responsible for so much in order for us to exist, including things like organ function, blood flow, respiratory processes, temperature regulation, as well as a number of other things. Our brains create these connections to simplify processes and lighten the workload. Our most foundational beliefs are of a philosophical or theological nature, like do we exist, are there other minds in the world, or is there a creator? But on a more practical level, there are simple things we believe in, like that we have shoes, or that there is a door to our house, getting more complex as we add things like how best to tie our shoes or what to expect when we turn a door handle and pull, getting more complex as one forms belief about things and how best to use them. We form our beliefs and habits about the world when we are children from our parents and other authority figures around us. Through experience, trial and error, followed by reaction, this process guides us into forming impressions of the world and how it's supposed to work. These types of beliefs serve as a foundation for other beliefs that we form throughout our life. Another way we form our beliefs is by interacting with siblings or peers, allowing us to set and test boundaries early on. This is a reason why socialization is so important at a young age. Figuring out what things we like or dislike and what others are likely to prefer. Through learning and adapting as we experience the world, we form beliefs about our relationships to things and people in our reality. These beliefs give our brains an idea of how to expect similar future relationships to be. Accruing one belief after another, like a web, these beliefs connect to one another, all built upon the foundation. A set of foundational beliefs about how the world works will inform our subconscious mind of what to expect when met with future experiences. As we learned in the previous section of the video, there are a couple ways we form beliefs about our life. But in this section, I want to explore the beliefs in particular we form about ourselves, our self-image. Have you ever asked yourself the question, who am I? I'm sure we all have at some point in our life. When we're going through a difficult time, ready to make a big decision, or perhaps looking for someone to call our own. The answer to this question is our self-image. It's the various beliefs over the years that we formed about the type of person we see ourselves as. Some of these may include things like what foods we like most, our favorite color, whether or not we're a good person, or what kind of friends we prefer. Maybe we don't prefer any at all. Maybe there's a belief that we hold that applies to most people in the world, so we just keep to ourselves. The beliefs we have about ourselves create the answer to this question. Who am I? When we ask this question, we start to put a picture together of all the beliefs we have about ourselves. Some of these things we love and some we hate. Alongside the beliefs about ourselves that we like or are indifferent to, there are also the negative beliefs we hold, darkening the image as each one is formed, then added, all being beliefs contributing to the makeup of our self-image. Some of these negatives could be that we're not that smart, or not good looking enough, we're no good at sports, or that we don't deserve the things in life that make us the happiest. At some point in our life, we've probably explored one or more of these concepts, and ultimately we were left with a negative or positive impression. And as we learned in the last portion, these experiences shape this image over time, and therefore these beliefs that form our self-image by our subconscious process can be changed through a conscious effort to alter our experiences. Life is a painter who brushes with experience on the canvas that is us, forming impressions on the image of who we are for others and ourselves to behold. Now that we've taken a look at how our beliefs are formed and what kinds we are likely to form about ourselves, I now want to discuss how these beliefs can affect our lives and the way that we live them. Whether negative or positive, each belief can have a big impact on our lives. Why? Because our beliefs are built upon beliefs. Let's say we have a belief that dogs are scary to us. It could be that we had an event early on that led to the holding of this belief, like what kind of pets we decide to have, by influencing what kind of things we decide to do. Then we may spend our life attempting to stay in line with those decisions. This belief creates behavior, in this case, avoiding the dogs that you don't like. These behaviors steer us on a particular path as we go through life. Another example is, perhaps we have a view about ourselves that we're shy and we don't fit in with everyone else. Or the opposite, we're an eccentric social butterfly and we love to socialize. These views about our self-image will also have a set of behaviors that will accompany them. Believing we have this characteristic could lead us to choose certain kinds of activities to engage in after school, or a particular type of job we choose to do, to what kind of company we keep, having large impacts on the types of lives that we live. Having negative thoughts about yourself, like the ones mentioned before, can put up barriers in your life to the things you want most, hindering you from progression and happiness, whether it be with relationships, work, or personal growth. Now that we're aware of how these types of beliefs are formed and how they affect our reality, it is up to us to change the things that we believe about ourselves by changing the way we behave. Taking a good look at ourselves and seeing how we behave, paying attention to the way we act in our life. Do we do the things the person we would want to be would do? By taking a look at the way we behave, we can see the things we need to change in order to live in line with the way we see ourselves being. That could be the type of person that works a particular job or partakes in certain activities. Breaking from our normal behavior is difficult. Remember, our subconscious brain tries hard to keep us doing the same types of things we're comfortable with. Becoming uncomfortable and breaking from the same old behaviors by introducing newer, better activities more in line with the type of person you truly are is how you can change your reality and how you experience it. Think to yourself about what kind of person you want to be, what kind of life you want to be living. Envisioning this image, now think about what kinds of things you can change about yourself that can get you there. Realizing these things about our beliefs is the first step on the path to becoming that better version of ourselves that we all can achieve. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Now you know what's up with belief. Be sure to like and subscribe for all future videos, and you can check in the description box down below for the intro video to my channel.